All right, man. Culture talk. You know what it is, man. All right, man. Let's get it, man. Oh man. Oh man. Today's episode, man. I have a lot to say about this because I think that I put it to you like this. Excuse me, people were trying to contact me. I don't know why. Don't contact me now, please. Yeah, get started. Come on. All right. So I want to talk about police brutality. I want to talk about it in two different forms. So I want to talk about it from the police perspective, and I'm going to talk about it from the citizen's perspective. And then I'm going to give my take on what I believe should have happened on both sides and who was wrong. You know what I'm saying? So before I get into that, I got to get a legendary spill. This is Torture Talk. If you like the content, please consider subscribing. If you're new here, let me work for your subscription today. All the beautiful, single, sexy ladies, put one in the chat. All the fellas, y'all know where to find the ones that just don't harass them. I don't sell no merch, but I do have content absolutely free. But if you want to leave a donation, link is in description. Cash App, no more PayPal. They call me the hidden gem. 1,300 subscribers, over 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18,000. And yes, I am the king of the north. Let me know what kingdom you are from. So we're going to get into this. This is going to be a very deep episode. If you are triggered by things I say, maybe this should not be for you, but I'm going to keep an open mind because that's what it is. And I'm going to tell you what I believe. So if you disagree, I understand. We here to agree to disagree. If you agree, I also understand. So let's get it, man. All right, this comes courtesy of Stephen Knight. You know what I'm saying? Night Talk. You already know what it is. So I'm not going to how would I say this? I'm not going to take his opinion about it. I'm gonna give my own opinion, but we're gonna watch the video of what happened. And then I'm gonna tell y'all what I think. So here we go. Okay, I don't know why it's not playing. Let me pause it. Yeah, for some reason the sound wasn't playing, but it's playing now. So let's get it.
YouTube, Stevie Knight here. Night talk ish. Grown folk talk, grown man talk every day, all day, bro. There's a video circulating, going viral, of a black man getting beat up by the police. At least that's what they are highlighting in the first few seconds of this video, bro. Dropped yesterday, got 6.5 million views. It was a 7-second clip that I was sent, but go a little bit further down the thread and find a longer video to give you a little more context.
Brother,
so
I'm like,
Now, I had seen the video, I'm not gonna lie. I seen the video and I seen both videos, right? And I'm gonna give my take on what I believe in a second. But I want y'all to understand something, man. People are tone deaf. I'm just gonna say that. And we gonna talk about it. So let's get it going.
that's what I'm about to peep with y'all now. But yeah, you already know why it's going viral, man. Black man getting the paws put on by the police. You know what I'm saying? That's hot shit, bro. But let's view it and see if we can gather some more information, get a little more context, and see what all is taking place. You feel me? Let's do it.
when he pulled me over, he walked up, opened my door because my window don't work, right? Okay. And then I said, so what I did wrong? Yeah. He said, well, for one, your headlights are off.
All right, so I want to start here. And again, I'm just giving the objective opinion on it. I'm not saying how I feel about it yet. I just want you to understand something. The law states anything you say can and will be used against you. The first Miranda right is you have the right to remain silent, right? So I just want y'all to understand that. That's your right. Your right is to remain silent. You have the right to remain silent. And then right after that, it says anything can and will be used against you. So you have to understand. Now, again, use your critical thinking skills. I'm not saying the man is in the wrong. I'm just telling you that he had the right to remain silent. But he's talking to the police as if these guys are his friends. That's a bad move.
Under this weather, I'm like,
Okay.
there's multiple people headlights off,
Okay,
first of
that's
all,
still a
and then
legitimate
there's no rain.
It doesn't.
Okay, so one thing you got to understand, right? When you get pulled over, you can't say, well, the guy in front of me was speeding. Why you didn't get him? Because they chose to get you. It's the same thing if the guy ahead of you was speeding and they got him and he said, why you didn't get the other guy? It just so happened you got the luck of the draw. That's where it comes in. You had the right to remain silent. So let's keep it going.
You're still required to have headlights on.
Can you pull that law up?
Huh?
Can you pull that law
Yeah,
up?
when you step out of the car, I will.
Can you pull?
Okay. He said to him, there's a certain law, right? He's saying, can you pull that law up? Now, you got to understand. Once you start talking like this, you got to understand, man. You just digging yourself a hole. That's all you're doing. You digging yourself a hole. You know what I'm saying? You digging a hole, you got to be real careful, right? Secondly, he said to you, if you get out the car, I'll give you the law. That's what he said. Now, again, I don't know how y'all feel about that. I don't know if some of y'all say, well, he should have just complied. I don't know if some of y'all saying, no, he right. He didn't have to get out the car, right? I don't know which side y'all stand on, but I'm gonna let it keep going.
Can you call your supervisor?
Huh?
Can you call your supervisor?
All right, go for it.
Exit the vehicle now! Exit the vehicle!
Absolutely not. 100% in the wrong. Absolutely not. That cop should be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. And I'm talking about, like, I can't even hold that. That right there is absolutely uncalled for. What he just did, you do not do to an unarmed man with his hands up. You sucker punched him, bro. You literally sucker punched the man, bro. You punched the man in the face. You didn't try to grab him. You didn't say, hey, come on, get out the car. You punched him in his face, bro. Whether you slapped him or punched him. Sometimes, right? Sometimes I think police officers are so tone deaf that they don't read the room, right? You got to understand, bro. All of this police brutality that's been going on and people have been marching and saying certain things about this and that. And this is just placating right into that. You doing that does not make it better. I don't understand how you think that punching this man in the face is going to be justified, bro. He's going to get a big bag from this, bro. You literally assaulted him I'm not even gonna say for no reason, but you did assault him. You broke his window and then you punched him in the face. You didn't try to grab him out the car. You didn't open the door. You punched him, bro. You punched through the window. Boom. Like you didn't say, hey, come on, bro, get out the car. You punched him in the face, bro. I don't care. Listen, bro, I follow a lot of people and I watch conservatives. I watch liberals. I watch all these fuckers, bro. And they do have a thing to play. You know what I'm saying? I don't subscribe to none of this shit, bro. But I'm telling you now, this right here, if you are conservative and you telling me that that's okay, or you try to downplay that, bro, you are fucking stupid, bro. You're stupid. You should be able to at least call police behavior out. We know that black men in this country are targeted, right? Whether you say that they're targeted exponentially or just a little bit, they're still targeted, bro. This is a target right here. You got 30 cops for a guy who doesn't have his headlights on, bro. Come on. You telling me he wasn't targeted? Come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna get to him in a second. But this is stupid, bro. He punched this man in the face, bro. He should be getting a big bag, bro. There's no way in the world you punch this man in the face, bro. That's not justified at all, bro. I don't care if you say, oh, well, he wouldn't get out the car. No. You could drag him out the car, you could do whatever, but you assaulted him. He had his hands up, bro. You punched him, you blindsided him, bro. Like, look at this, bro. Look at this. You literally blindsided the man, bro.
Can you call your supervisor?
All right, go for it.
Like, look, bro, look. Watch this, watch.
Exit the vehicle now. Exit
Look,
the vehicle.
yo, you literally punched the man in the face, bro. I am trying to laugh at the nigga because that's not funny. But you literally punched him in the face. Bro, how can you? I don't understand how anybody could defend that. I don't care if you try to show me 100 different angles. It doesn't matter. You punched the man in the face, bro. You didn't have to do that. You should be immediately fired and should be put up on charges, bro. That's assault. There's no way in the world. I don't care if he wasn't compliant or not. You still punched him in the face. You wasn't compliant either. Come on, bro. This is crazy. And then on top of that, look what you do after that.
Show me your hands.
Here.
Look. Bro, look.
I'm here. What is your reason?
Bro, look, you literally punched him in the face. He's sitting there, right? You punched him in the face. He's sitting there. Because I'm telling you right now, I would have been dead in the ground because they would have killed me. Ain't no way in the world I would have pulled that cop through that window, bro. Ain't no way in the world he would have sucker punched me like that. I would have been dead in the ground. I'm trying to tell you. I would have pulled him. They would have seen me and him fighting on video. Ain't no way. You punched me in my face? Oh, bro, it's over, bro. It's over for me. I'm having tea and crumpets with Jesus Christ. Because I'm telling you right now, I would have definitely put hands and feet on him, bro. Ain't no way in the world, bro. Ain't no way in the world you're going to do something like that, bro. That's crazy. And the thing is, you a white officer who assaulted a black man. So you can't, like, y'all can't get around that, bro. You can't. There's nothing you could say about that, bro. You could try to dance around and say, oh, well, he should have complied, blah, blah, blah. Bro, if the man got punched in the face, bro, it doesn't matter, in my opinion, whether he complied or not. It don't, because you assaulted him, bro. And look what you do after this, bro. Like, come on. Is this even necessary? All because the man didn't have his headlights on? This is what I mean. So when people talk about police brutality and the the over aggressiveness of white police officers with black men, this is what they're talking about. This is what it is. Yo, you really didn't have to do all this, bro. Like, I understand. Listen, bro, I understand that some people, and I'm going to talk about him in a second. I'm going to look at it from the other side too. But I'm telling, I don't understand how people don't look at the human aspect of things. They're like they're robots. It's like these police officers are robots in a way. You know what I'm saying? So look.
What is your reason?
Step out now. All right.
No, don't.
No, bro.
Stop fighting. Put your hands on your back. Put your hands on your back.
No, that dude had an agenda, bro. Excuse me. He punched him in the face again, bro. Nah, he getting a bag. Ain't no way in the world, bro, you doing all this for headlights not being on. You acting as if this man was a criminal. Like, listen, bro, if his headlights not on, just tell him to turn his headlights on, bro. like, why do we even get to that point? This is stupid shit, bro. This is fucking stupid, bro. This is why people look at y'all like this, bro. This is why. This is exactly why, bro. I don't understand it, bro. I don't. This is some fucking dumb shit. Yo, he literally pulled the man out the car and then punched him in the face and saying, stop resisting, stop resisting. I seen another video where he was like, put your hands behind your back. And his hands was already behind his back. And he's like, put your hands behind. Bro, I get it that he want to say that because it's where, people can hear him saying it. But his hands was already behind his back. He should get the biggest bag ever On top of that, this police officer should lose his policing license or whatever. He should lose his badge and his gun. He should definitely be fired 100%. I don't care what none of you fucking conservatives try to say, oh, he should have just complied. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. Get out of here. And I'm going to talk about what he should have did. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, yeah, that's crazy, bro. Ain't no way in the world you're going to sit here and tell me that this man get punched in the face, like, over some headlights? Come on, bro. When does it have to be? Like, when is it something when it's not justified? No, police officer does something. Okay, even if you're saying I'm breaking the law, is it still justified for a police officer to punch me in the face? Is that still justified? You get what I'm saying? So when a lot, and not all the conservatives, some conservatives I seen, they said no, the police officer was wrong. But there's one particular one, I actually like him too, and he said some goofy shit. He said some real goofy, and I was like, bro, I don't know about you. You know what I'm saying? I sometimes I think you really be out here really talking crazy on black people, bro. Like, for real. You can't call a police officer out for he tried to downplay it, like, oh well. I mean, I know it was wrong for him to punch him in the face. Like, what? What? Come on, bro. He broke the window and punched and snuck him, bro. Like, come on. What else do you need? Like, come on. All right, so look. Okay, so let's watch some more.
Hands behind your back. What's wrong with you?
I was putting my hands behind my back. I was doing
Ain't no talking now, man. Ain't no talking.
Bro, I was doing, bro. What's going on, man?
You're under arrest. That's what's going on.
No,
What?
Yes, bro.
You
Yes.
have a lawful reason,
Big
bro.
knife center in here too.
Bro, you're arresting a man for what? You saying he resisted. What did he resist from? Getting out of the car because you told him that he didn't have his headlights on? That's stupid. He don't have a charge. Like, what are we talking about? Like, did you charge him with resisting, right? You charged him with resisting, but he really didn't resist. You told him to open the door. Technically, he don't have to open the door if he feels his life is in danger. He don't have to open the door. He has every right to keep the door closed. And I know a lot of cops don't know this, bro. They act as if they can do this and get away with it. Bro, I'm telling you right now, this was wrong. This was wrong. Listen, bro, this was wrong. They could try to make it seem like that, to try to say he's resisting because I'm gonna tell you right now. I don't know where this was at. I know it was in Florida, but I don't know where in Florida, right? I don't know where, but I know it was in Florida. But I'm gonna tell you, certain parts of Florida, they already look at you a certain way, or they don't have enough action out there and they take advantage of it. It's like a firefighter, right? A firefighter, they don't really get a lot of fires, right? So when they get one fire, what do? They run in their house, they break every wall. Boom, boom, boom. They ruin the whole house. Even though the fire was in the kitchen, it could be fire in the walls. They break everything. Boom, 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 boom. Spray everything up, ruin your whole crib. That's what they do. And this is what I believe some police officers do. They have no action. So it's like, yeah, we got one. You know what I'm saying? We got one. And we run up on you and do some crazy stuff to you. And this is what they did to him. Like for real. For real. This is crazy. This is crazy.
You gonna throw me going like that, bro?
Yeah, I'm gonna take it off of you,
man.
bro. Yeah.
And I'm just trying to have a regular conversation with y'all, bro.
That's not how it works.
Too late. It ain't no too late.
When they asked you to step out of the vehicle, you should have done that. Sir, your partner.
See right there? That's where you go wrong. You don't try to have a conversation with a police officer. You don't. Because they're not on your side, bro. They're not. They're looking for a come up. When I mean by come up, to do something and be justified and not get in trouble for it. Whether this has nothing to do with this could be with anybody. But they're looking for that, bro. They're looking for that. So, okay. Let me play out a little more, then I'm going to talk about the other side.
Yes, it is.
So why close the door if you see him pull up?
Because, man, what you mean? He talking about arresting me and stuff, bro. I didn't do nothing.
It's called resisting, idiot.
I didn't do nothing wrong, sir. Can you back me up to the car so I can clean up? Shut up. You was bugging my shit, man.
Yeah, he's gonna get a bag.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to watch it again. Then I'm going to tell y'all where he went wrong and what I think that he should have did from the beginning. Right? Because I want you to understand. And I'm looking at it from the point of view, and I want y'all to understand. I'm looking at it from the point of view of safety. we have to be safety first. I don't care how much you argue with police officers or do whatever you think is best with police officers. If they kill you, then it doesn't matter. And guess what? They'll get away with it. They'll say you was resisting anything. They'll get away with it. They'll be shamed for a couple of weeks. If they don't get found guilty, they won't go to prison. And then it's become so normalized that us as black people will look at it like, oh, it's just another black man killed in America. That's how they will look at it. So when you got somebody like this, and I'm gonna run it back, and I want you to understand where he went wrong.
Let's view it and see if we can gather some more information, get a little more context, and see what all is taking place. You feel me? Let's do it.
When he pulled me over, he walked up, opened my door because my window don't work, right?
Okay.
And then I said, so what I did wrong?
Yeah.
He said, well, for one, your headlights are off under this weather. I'm like,
Okay.
there's multiple people headlights off, first of all.
Okay, right there. Don't worry about nobody else, my brother. You worry about yourself. If your headlights was off, what I would have did was say, okay, officer, I apologize. Let me turn the headlights on. Is it all right if I turn them on? If he says step out of the vehicle, I'm stepping out of the vehicle. And the reason why I'm stepping out of the vehicle is because if they break the window, right, like they did to you and punch you, obviously that was wrong what he did. But anything could have happened after that point. You don't try to play Facebook or TikTok lawyer. You don't. The reason why I'm saying that, you could be right. He could have been 100% right. Your life supersedes all of that, though. You have to pay attention to your life. If you have to swallow your pride and take the L, take the L. But you cannot sit here and just basically be defiant. I'm just going to be honest. Now, what happened after that, I think the cop was totally wrong. But I'm saying before that, if they give you clear instructions, right? And if they violate those instructions, then you have a case, right? You could say, well, you told me to get out the car and you slammed me to the floor, right? I did exactly what you said and you put hands on me, right? I'm telling you now, and I'm not taking up for no police officers. I ain't taking up for nobody. I'm just saying, I think that it would have went 100% differently if he would have stepped out of the car. Now, we don't know 100% whether that it would have went differently, but I think that when a police officer basically tells you, open your door or step out the vehicle more than once, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times, and you don't do it, you're opening up for them to be aggressive, right? Now, if he would have just pulled you out of the car, I would have said, hey, bro, you should have just stepped out the car. I'm not going to sit here and lie to y'all. I would have said that. Bro, you should have just stepped out the car. Like, let's be honest, he was in the wrong. The police officer said he didn't have his lights on. He said, well, everybody else didn't have their lights on. Bro, you was in the wrong. Just worry about you, right? So you took that. I would have said, okay, what you want me to do, officer? You want me to step out the car? Okay, cool. Let me step out. And I would have stepped out the car. And whatever happened after that, I could have easily said, yeah, this is what this was. But see, here's the issue, right? Although he wasn't complying.
And then there's no rain.
It doesn't matter. You're still required to have headlights on.
Can you pull that law up?
Huh?
Can you pull that law
Yeah,
up?
when you step out of the car, I will.
Can you call your super?
Okay, right there. He asked him, can you pull that law up? The police officer literally said to him, when you step out of the car, I will show you. Now, people could say, well, he's lying. How would he know he would have did that? You have to understand the police officer is on record telling this man that he's going to show him the law. He can't lie about that. He's already on record. He said, I'll show you the law. So if the police officer is telling the man, I'll show you the law, the man should have got out the car. That's it. And I get it. Listen, bro, I'm definitely not on the police side. I understand. But I'm trying to give y'all both scenarios and look at it And then I want y'all to understand where the lines got blurred. Because see, in the beginning, this would have never happened. I know some of y'all saying, well, so you basically saying it was his fault. Well, that's not, no, technically it wasn't his fault because they did what they were supposed to do, but what the officer did was wrong. That was wrong. He wasn't supposed to do that. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't supposed, that's assault. He wasn't supposed to do that. So I can tell you that he could have complied, but when it gets to a certain point, the officer can't still assault you. like even if he ain't comply, he still can't assault you. He gotta restrain you in a proper way. A sucker punch is not a restraint, bro. It's not. Like, come on, bro.
Can you call your supervisor?
All right, go for it.
Okay, right there. Right there. When he said, could you call your supervisor? That's another bag he gonna get. Because when you ask for a supervisor, they supposed to provide a supervisor. 100%, bro. If you ask for a supervisor, now maybe the laws are different in Florida, I don't know. But I'm telling you from where I know, where I'm from, if you ask for a supervisor, they're supposed to provide you for the supervisor. He broke the window. They said they got the order to break his window because, and I want y'all to understand what we're dealing with here. This is how you know they just gun-ho about the shit, right? The man said that his headlights wasn't on because of inclement, I know the word, I just can't say it. You know what I'm talking about, right? The weather was bad, right? One time a cop pulled me over, female cop, and I had daylights on my car. And she pulled me over and she was real aggressive because I had my, I didn't have my headlights on, but I had my daylights on, but it was raining and I had my windshield wipers on. So she pulled me over and she ran over to the car. She was like, license and registration, right now. And I was like, okay. I'm like, I'm just going to reach over here. She said, yes, you're driving with your headlights off in the rain. And I'm like, well, I got daylights. And she's like, there's no daylights on this car. And I said, yeah, Acuras and Hondas have automatic daylights. Yes, this is an Acura. If you look, the lights stay on. I said, go look in the front. And she said, it's no lights on. And I said, okay, can I get out and show you? So she let me get out the car and I showed her, I said, look, I said, I'm not going to turn the lights on. I want you to see, look, it's daylights. I said, these lights are sufficient for what you're talking about, correct? That's what they are. They're lights for that, right? And she was like, yes, okay. All right, get in your car and go. But she was, because where I'm from, there's no action around here. You know what I'm saying? So she tried to get the king. Yeah, she really did. She tried to take my crown and poop in my crown and then kick me in the ass and then roll me down a hill and all this shit. And I'm like, what the fuck? Why would you do that, girl? You know what I'm saying? She was kind of cute too, I ain't gonna lie. She had a big butt white girl. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, but here we are, right? Once you did this, everything's off the table, bro. I don't care. It's all like once he did this.
Exit the vehicle now. Exit the vehicle.
Right there, the lines are over, bro. It's over. There's nothing you can say as an officer. There's nothing you can say. You can say whatever. There is different means of getting a man out of the car, but punching him in the face is not a restraint, bro. That's assault. That's assault. You can't punch people open fist punch. You can't do that. As a cop, you can't punch somebody in the face. No, bro. You can't do that. That's not a restraint. So even if he wasn't complying, even if he could have changed it, even at this point, once he broke the window, he could have opened the door and pulled him out the car. He didn't have to punch him in the face. So whatever happened before that is non and void to me. It's not and void because even if he didn't comply, you superseded it by assaulting him. He didn't assault you. He just basically said, show me the law. You could have pulled him out the car, handcuffed him and said, look, here's the law. But my biggest issue is y'all went through all of this. And some people saying there was some other part where he had a knife in the car. And listen, bro, no, bro. I'm not gonna let y'all create a narrative around this one. No, I'm telling you now, what he could have did, the officer broke the window, opened the door like he did, and then pulled him out the car. That's it. He punched the man in the face, and I don't care what nobody say. You could try to spin it. You could send me 100 different angles, bro. You could tell me, oh, well, he should have complied. I get it. I agree. He should have complied. But he should have complied, yes. But at the same time, you don't punch a guy in the face. You should have complied too. That's a law. You don't assault a man. If it was right, then they wouldn't have suspended him. No. And you punched him in his head after he got out the car. You punched the man in the back of his head. That's, first of all, he's going to get a big bag, bro. He's going to get a big bag. So I'm just going to say this, man. I just wanted to watch that. I'm not going to, what's the name? I'm going to tell y'all my thoughts on this. I know I told y'all my thoughts, but tell y'all my. Yeah, so look. I'm going to say this to all black men, bro. And I'm going to be honest with y'all. If you get pulled over by a cop, bro, comply to the best of your abilities. And I'm going to be honest with y'all. And the reason why I tell you that is because don't be out here fighting or trying to get away with stuff. Or even if you think you know the law, use the court and your lawyer to do that for you. Don't do this, bro. Because the way it goes, he could have had his life taken, bro. You get what I'm saying? And I'm not blaming him because what the officer did, I'm telling y'all that was wrong. I'm not blaming him. I'm just saying, I'm speaking to black men out here. And I know people say, well, sometimes we comply and it does happen. It's better to comply than not comply and then something happens. I'm just keeping it 100 with y'all. I know a lot of y'all don't want to hear that. I know a lot of y'all hate that word comply. But I'm telling you, bro, it's better to comply than not comply. Because if you don't comply and something happens to you, whether you get shot in the back or whether you get paralyzed or anything like that, these police officers are going to live on. They're not gonna get, if they do get charged, it ain't gonna be by much. This guy got suspended he's on leave for literally assaulting a man. You get what I'm saying? Now, I definitely think that when he asked for the supervisor, he should have got a supervisor. It was unnecessary. Unnecessary. In my opinion, it was unnecessary for the police officers to break his window to pull him out the car when you're saying that he just didn't have his headlights on and incomplete, you know what I'm saying? In the bad weather. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just crazy to me. How we would sit here and something that minor. Bro, you said you literally broke the window and punched a man in the face because he didn't have his headlights on. Like, that's basically why you did it. You could say, oh, well, he was resisting. Bro, it doesn't matter. Your whole point was he was resisting. You told him to get out the car. Yeah, okay, cool. But you punched him in the face because he didn't have his headlights on and you saying it was raining. I don't understand you cops sometimes. Y'all make the dumbest decisions. Some of y'all, I think y'all get this rush and y'all think y'all got to take down everybody. Like, y'all fucking stupid. This is stupid, bro. And this is the reason why people feel the way they feel about y'all, bro. It's no way around it. Y'all telling me that this is not, listen, bro. I'm not one of those people that's always up on racism and all that shit. I ain't up on that shit. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I'll be honest with y'all. I know people, I got friends that's a part of MAGA. You know what I'm saying? I do. I'm not a part of it, but I got friends that's a part of it. And I got friends that's liberals. One of my best friends is a liberal. And we go back and forth. And I'm not either a liberal or a conservative. He's liberal. You know what I'm saying? Another one of my friends is a blue dog. Another one of my friends, he's a moderate liberal and a libertarian. Like, yeah, I got all types of friends. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be honest with y'all. But we could all agree that that was unnecessary. And I think that police officers need training on things like this. See, you don't have to, like, I'll give it to you like this, right? When they arrested Diddy, right? When they arrested Diddy, they had, I believe, over 70 police officers there for one man. That's excessive. Why do you need all those people? Why? It's a photo op. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing with police officers here. This man was having a conversation with y'all, even though I tell you don't have a conversation with police officers. This man was having a conversation, right? And what happened? They asked him to get out the car. He said, "Can I get a supervisor?" They broke the window, and then he punched him in the face. You know what I'm saying? Now, should he have got out the car? Yes, absolutely. I think he should have got out the car. But should the police officer punch him in the face? Absolutely not. And do I think that it's falls all on the police officer? Yes, I do. I think it falls all on the fucking police officer because you assaulted him. You were supposed to do what your job entails you to do, not assault. You were supposed to handle the situation the way in a proper manner, not like that. That was violent. That was assault. No, he didn't assault you. He didn't say anything. He just didn't comply. He didn't break the law. You said, well, he didn't get out the car. He was resisting. He wasn't resisting. He was in the car until you put your hands on him. That's when he's resisting. If you put your hands on him, he got out the car. That's not resisting, dog. No, it's not. If he's sitting in the car and you say it's resisting, no, it's not, bro. That's not resisting. He's just sitting in the car. If he get out the car, yeah. But you have to physically, in my opinion, you would have to physically put your hands on him and he pulls away. That's resisting. And the thing is, a lot of y'all cops think y'all fucking slick. Y'all not slick because when y'all put your hands on somebody, y'all want to get as many licks in as y'all can. Well, come on, let's be fucking honest. Y'all want to get as many licks in, punching in the ribs, kneeing in the ribs, and say, stop resisting, knowing that the person ain't resisting. They laying on the ground, not doing nothing, and you punching them in their back, in the back of their neck, trying to get your hits in because you want to get it off because your wife ain't give you no pussy in 3 months. That's basically what it is. Your balls stink because you had on the goddamn bulletproof vest too long, and now your wife don't want to give you no ass. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of y'all be doing that, man. Come on, bro. So yes, the police officer was 100% wrong. I believe that this police officer, I believe he should sue this whole department. And on top of that, I believe the police officer should be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law because no, you don't punch somebody in the face basically with their hands up like this and you sucker punch them. No way, nigga. Absolutely not. No, so the guy, even though he didn't comply, he wasn't wrong and the police officer was. So we out of here. Thank y'all for joining me. I appreciate y'all. I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Bye. Crazy, man. Punch the man in the face.